CLC රන් අය හදිස්සියට පරිස්සම්ම නැහැ. මුල් දවස් 10ට පොලිය ගන්නෙත් නැහැ.
Before the Delta variant swept through the world, people were keeping count of how many people were infected with it. The only way to determine the variant of infection is through gene sequencing. Needless to say that it is not a test easily applied to every COVID patient. Just as it was with Delta, we now have to accept that Omicron might well end up in the community here in Sri Lanka. After all, it is said to be inevitable. A study was conducted with samples collected from two main laboratories in Colombo and Gampaha districts, as well as from arrivals at the Bandaranaike International Airport. 176 samples in total collected across a week were subjected to tests during the study. Today, Director of the Department of Allergy, Immunology and Cell Biology Unit at the University of Sri Jayawardhanapura, Dr. Chandima Jeevandara, revealed the results.
Out of the 176 samples, we have detected 41 samples which belongs to Omicron variant. In addition, the rest is from Delta. In Delta variant, Sri Lanka has two endemic sublineages, that is AY28 and AY104. From these samples, 19 samples belong to AY28 Sri Lankan Delta sublineage and 67 samples were belonging to AY104 Sri Lankan sublineage.
Meanwhile, another study, this time the Public Health Ontario in Canada, suggests that the Omicron variant is less likely to cause hospitalization or death than the Delta variant.
The current understanding is the Omicron transmission starts before a person manifests any symptoms. So about couple of days prior to show any symptoms, and the person will shed the virus for about another 3 days. So beyond third day, the likelihood of transmitting the infection is very low.
However, whether it be Delta or Omicron, the combat method remains the same.
Past experience, we need to take this very seriously and we should act in a responsible manner. What we can do is, whether it is Delta or Omicron, if they are spreading very fast, that will happen only if we allow it to spread. If you can prevent it, they will not spread that fast.
In the meantime, Dr. Jeevandara urges people to get the booster dose as soon as possible, pointing to the wane in vaccine-induced immunity following the second dose of administration.
Booster vaccination will help to enhance your immunity, even to prevent certain infections, and also most importantly, it has been confirmed that it will help to prevent a severe disease and death. In Sri Lanka, majority of our population has received the Sinopharm vaccination, and from our research we have proved that with Sinopharm vaccination, somewhere around third month, the immunity seems to be waning significantly. So it's the right time to get a booster dose. Get yourself boosted after third month.
Any persons above the age of 20 and selected age groups below it are eligible for the vaccine against COVID. And those who have had their second dose at least 3 months ago qualify for the booster. By last evening, 4,06,720 persons had obtained the booster dose, meaning 18.2% of the country's total population have had it.